Well, here it is, a little after 4 in the morning. I'm about ready to go get some shut-eye. I got to get up early in the morning. Well, here in a few hours. I finished my letter to the Supreme Court in regards to Lynn Luker, because I guess in my opinion, he hasn't replied to my brief that I have lodged before the Supreme Court of my appeal against him for ineffective assistance of counsel. Lynn Luker / legislator for the state of Idaho. I have filed an appeal that is lodged before the Idaho Supreme Court for ineffective assistance of counsel. Now, I want to know, hey, if augmented records, because, you know, I'm kind of new at it all. You know, I've been working on this part here for about the last year. Well, since they came to me with their findings of facts and conclusions of law and order, which the 3 commissioners took it upon themselves to conduct their own findings of facts and conclusions of law, which if you really think about it, hell, they didn't really change anything of Mr. Donohue's findings of facts and conclusions of law and order. So basically, the fucking shit's still posted, I guess. But whatever, you know, well, augmented records. If these are what you call augmented records, and if I'm right, then they're supposed to be records that they want kept on the Supreme Court scene. What the hell is this? This is a letter that my mother wrote to the Idaho Supreme Court, Dorthey Bowman, from Payette, Idaho, because she hadn't been paid based upon a contract. A contract. But the Industrial Commission, along with the Idaho State Insurance Fund, and their attorneys, the law firm of Anderson, Julian Hall, who also had a few altered documents to the point where even Steve Kenyon, clerk of the court, he even had some concerns about him. So he sent them to people to look at. But what he did is he sent them back to the Idaho State Industrial Commission for review. I don't care if it was in another room or not. It was the Industrial Commission. I have filed an appeal of their findings of facts. But then records that I'm trying to get before the Supreme Court get sent to them for review, and I believe it's in regards to a motion that I had just filed for to keep from moving forward, based upon some, you know, other stuff that, you know, is going on. But hey, this right here, you guys, that's that letter on that contract that you guys owe my mom, which you are trying to explain to everybody in your fairy tale writing that that I had issues of transportation, and also, but you know, I did have problems with transportation with y'all, because I did get in a wreck, now didn't I? You know, I did go to jail for, you know, and I did go to jail for a couple of weeks because of this accident, didn't I? But then I took it to a jury trial, and I was found not guilty of it. Thank God, because it was eluding a police officer at 96 miles an hour through Ontario, Oregon. Documented, man. So, where did they get off on their findings of facts and their conclusions of law? Because for a fact, you can contact the Ontario Police Department and ask them if they're not the ones that truly arrested me on August 22nd, which in the brief before the Supreme Court, the commission, because the commission I also caught doing some things. So the commission is trying to make everyone believe that I was arrested in Payette, Idaho. Because they're trying to take away the focus of the real arrest that happened in Ontario, Oregon, which is proven, I mean, for a fact, that my doctors testified at my hearing. It was related to this accident. But in their findings of facts and conclusions of law, it's a contract. I looked up contract and all the elements that goes to a contract. Well, I could prove that contract happened. And so can my mother. My 86-year-old mother at the time. Right now, it's a few years back. I won't tell on her. But I think she's like 21 now. But she performed that contract twice. And this is the letter that she wrote to the Supreme Court. For the money because she has an interest in the outcome of the claim. Anyone that has an interest of the outcome of the hearing or the case is entitled to write a letter or something in regards to they owe money. The commission and them say that certain things aren't timely presented. Well, what the hell do you mean by timely? Come on, man. I'm going to find out because I'm not a quitter. Even if they find me that you guys were right, well, I'm going to tell you what, man. I flip if they do. But if they don't, I'm still coming. Lynn Luker, next year or whenever legislation opens again, you will start seeing my face. Because augmented records, from my understanding, are records that you want kept out. There's a lot of shit in here, man. How about those 152 pages that, again, I was denied because I really had until, I think it was like August 15th or something like that. But they cut me off in August. But in the agency's records, let's go to this one over here. The augmented records. The agency's augmented records. Miss O'Bar. You recognize these? That's part of the 152 pages that I sent to be added to the records. Now, those are phone conversations. Now, those to me are continued phone conversations from the phone conversations that you used in 2009 to try to get Miss Jewel Owens to not have to appear at a hearing that was going to be set in 2009. And isn't it a fact, because you were trying to make me out to be this, you were still denied. And that's without an attorney. And then, but Miss Racheal O'Barr, isn't it a fact that in 2010, I think about November, you also wrote almost identical letter again to have it to where she could testify via telephone in the same manner. Now, Miss O'Barr, the way that you worded it also in the second one, how in the hell can that be when I had an attorney for a whole year? But you see, wasn't it a fact that you were denied and I was granted an appeal? I mean, a subpoena for Sandy Basket, who worked for the Idaho State Industrial Commission Rehabilitation Division in Payette, Idaho? Isn't it a fact that I was also granted that Miss Julones will testify in person when a hearing is set in the future? Now, Mr. Lynn Luker, you knew all this when I hired you. / legislator for the judicial, when I told you all about all the fraud that they had done to me. And now it comes all together as, I don't think that was an accident that you answered that thing off the internet on me, man. In regards to about how the Idaho State Insurance Fund had committed fraud, how they had, how they in the commission allowing them to get away with it because they just didn't think I was going to make it this far. But I did. And I have, and I'm going to continue. I'm doing it on my own. I don't have a life, because I won't have a life until you're out of my life. And you still be in my life. Because I'll never be able to get you out of my life. I have to remember you every day. But, isn't there a bunch of shit on here on these phone records? Miss O'Barr, you clearly violated also the Pro Se Communication Act, where you are not even supposed to talk to me, let alone 152 pages here. That's not counting the extra ones that you've sent me out of the blue. I can't figure out why all of a sudden I get one, but once I read these ones that are in this augmented record, I can't even comprehend why you're allowing some of this to go through. Especially when the commission is saying that you all never denied me anything. Oh, was it because the Honorable Douglas Donahue, if that is how I'm supposed to do it, or else just Mr. Donahue, referee? You should have removed yourself, man. Because you just should have removed yourself. And I think that's why they kind of worded it when they filed their response brief to mine, to the Supreme Court. Something about how, well, maybe he should have stepped down due to conflict of interest. Well, I've been saying that already, but to hear you all say it in your reply brief to the Supreme Court, I'm telling you, man, my mind thinks different. And I'm so far, man, you guys are stepping on your toes so bad. Oh, you already have. But now, is it me getting in there because of June 5th of 2013? What is it? I got 10 minutes? They have 10 minutes? Or some stupid thing? Yeah, I have 10 minutes. They have 10 minutes. And then I have another 10 minutes. What am I going to do in 20 minutes? Well, be there and find out.